Welcome back. Soccer's governing body, FIFA, has announced a fan fest called Canada Celebrates ahead of this summer's World Cup tournament, and the Maritimes will play a role. Victor Montoliani is FIFA Vice President and CONCACAF President. He is in Toronto, and it is nice to see you tonight.
Good day. How are you?
I'm well, and we're very excited in this part of the country because this is all kicking off in Halifax in June. Maybe you can tell us a bit about what fans might experience.
Yeah, I think it's an important day as it relates to Canada and the World Cup. We'll kick off on June the 11th with our Canada Celebrates program. The inaugural will be in Halifax and also a West Coast destination. And it's really a program where it's for fans and for the Canadian community to come and enjoy the World Cup. Obviously, we have two host cities in Toronto and Vancouver, but we thought it was important to bring the World Cup from coast to coast to coast in up to 40 communities, an opportunity to come and watch the game on a big screen, to come and enjoy sort of the local culture, local cuisine, local music, but also have there'll be a pitch, some interactive activities, and a great opportunity to really take in the World Cup together as a community and experience what it's all about. And I think it's an opportunity for Canada, since obviously we're hosting and participating, for us to celebrate our cultural mosaic. We all know how the country gets turned on by a World Cup, and everybody likes to fly their flag from whatever country they're from or their parents were from. But we can still do that, but also embrace our Canadian culture and our Canadian flag by coming together at the Canada Celebrates location.
And we know just how well Canada can perform. I mentioned that you're president of CONCACAF, and they had a deep run, of course, in the last CONCACAF tournament. So there's a lot of expectations on Team Canada. But also in the release that was sent to us ahead of speaking with you, mentions a special golden visitor about yay high will also be making an appearance in Halifax on May 23rd.
Yeah, obviously the most iconic trophy in sports is the beautiful World Cup trophy itself. And Halifax will also play host to the official Coca-Cola Trophy Tour. There's nothing like having that beautiful trophy in your sights. Obviously, you can't touch it unless you've won it, of course. If you've won it, you can touch it.
That's right.
I don't know how many people in Halifax have won it, though. Or in Canada, that is. It's something you can't miss. I've been obviously to enough events with the trophy, and the emotion that little thing brings out in people is incredible. Many people will go see it, and it brings tears to their eyes because of obviously their cultural background and experience and what the game of football means to them.
This is a special moment for the game in this country. We've seen the success of the women's national team, the recent upswell of the men's team. You have the CPL with the Wanderers here on the East Coast, and of course the Northern Super League with the Halifax Tides, and the number of kids playing the sport right across the country. It's the #1 participation sport in Canada. Can you talk a bit about why this is a particularly important time for the sport?
Yeah, I think it's always been the #1 sport from a participation standpoint, and our grassroots has always been strong in this country. But I think it needed a cultural revolution, and I think that happened in and about just before the Women's World Cup in 2015, and that was the start of it. And obviously, we know the success of the women's team, and that's not just the senior team, but youth teams as well. And then obviously the men's team following shortly thereafter, with respect to players going on to Europe to play, and obviously the success of qualifying for 2022, and obviously on the precipice of 2026. And really, what was decided, I guess, a dozen years ago for the leaders of Canada Soccer, which I was proud to be part of, was that we needed to create an industry of the game, and which is why you have two teams now in Halifax. It creates jobs, it creates opportunities for players, for coaches and administrators, and opportunities in the media as well, because there's nothing like sports to galvanize every industry. So, that started over a decade ago, and I think the World Cup will inject even more fuel into what I hope will be the football industry of Canada, which will inspire our youth, both boys and girls, in the years to come.
And we'll also be cheering a little extra harder for someone named Schaffelberg from this part of the world. Victor Montagliani, FIFA Vice President, thank you very much for your time. We look forward to this event taking place in Halifax, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll take a time out. We'll be back with more of your newscast.